Initially, we didn't know a lot about Echoes. We used to send money, and we sent money to Echoes and to those that we support through Echoes, but really had no idea of the actual organisation behind the name. We were looking at what we did as mission in our church and who we supported. So we met John Aitken probably about 3 or 4 years ago now, and he filled us in and showed us the incredible world of Echoes and all that they're involved in. And from then, we've kind of grown our development.
That meeting changed everything. Jason and I, a couple of others, met with John, and that was really just quite a surprise for us, that what Echoes did. And since then, we have people who are coming through Gateway who are interested in mission, and Echoes have been amazing benefit with that. We've had a family who went to Tyldesley and did the course there, and have been sent out as missionaries now in partnership with Echoes and us. And that sort of partnership has been just so amazing. From before they went, the training they had, the conversations we had with Rupert, and it was really fantastic to have such wise advice coming through. And there was a need really for additional support, and very quickly he'd arranged for 3 people from Echoes to go and visit and to build on the support we were giving by video, if you like, here. So although we will visit later in the year, that immediate response was fantastic.
The other area that I learned a lot about Echoes was actually coming to the conference several years ago now. It was my first kind of introduction to the work of Echoes, but also to the other areas like First Serve. That's where I met Danielle, and we went and introduced a couple of our young people to First Serve, one of which went on to do First Serve for the year, and I think it's fair to say completely transformed her life and her calling, the recognition on God's calling on her life because of her time at Tyldesley and because of her time at a church in the UK. And then she went to Rome as well to work in Rome. Just completely transformed her spiritual life, I think, probably. So the beauty that First Serve brought to her life is in fact fantastic. I think for us as well, Terry, myself, and one of the other leaders went out to visit Amanda, who we support in France, in Lviv, to learn a little bit about that. And there we came in contact with those from Brass Tacks who are working on the physical site out there in bits and pieces. So that was an interesting kind of information gathering for us to realise there's other arms as well who kind of play in and partner with Echoes. So for us, really, I think, again, as Terry said about sending people who are called, as a church leader, I knew nothing about where to start with those sorts of things and what was the right way to do things. And so Echoes coming alongside and partnering us as individuals, but then as a leadership and then as a church as well, has been so freeing for us, because I don't think we would have got those people onto the field. And if we had, it wouldn't have been done in such an excellent way.
The difference is that before we were on our own, but with the Echoes, we know that there's a partnership there. We can pick up the phone, we can have a video call with the guys from Echoes, and immediately there's really high level and very Christian support. That means we're not on our own. It's made a massive difference to how we send, and obviously what we do when they're there. What we now have is a much more secure route for someone who says to us, we're interested in mission. We would have been looking through options much more on our own, whereas now we will look at the Echoes options. We've got a route through there, and that means that it's much more likely that people will move from our church through interest to supported mission work, which is good and less risky, in the sense of we know that what they're doing is something that their calling is being backed by good support from us and Echoes. That three-way partnership is really powerful.